Yo, what is going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another toy video. My apologies that I haven't done one of these over the last, well, maybe about 3-4 weeks now, actually. This time of year, summertime, I wouldn't say that it quietens down a little bit, but I've been trying to push through the last couple of collections. As I said, that's taken me over to 1,200 items on the eBay store, believe it or not. But there's one or two videos that I have filmed. I'll drop them out over coming weeks, and I'm just getting so excited. I don't know why I'm slapping my hand on the table. I'm getting so excited. Toy Fair season is literally, what, like 3.5-4 weeks away? Starting with Sandown Park and then September onwards. That's when things start to really pick up. So I'm enjoying a little bit of downtime, concentrating on the exploring the abandoned buildings, the car graveyards. Go and check that stuff out. You might enjoy it. But anyway, let's get into this collection. So yeah, let's take a little look at this collection. As you can see, the majority of them are just original, played with loose models. Now let's not forget, these were intended to be toys back in the 60s when these were new. So in a sense, it's kind of like got that charm about them. And I'm not against nice played with models. As you can see, some of them, let's just pick the bends up. You know, we've got some paint chippings on them. That's nice as well. You don't see the bends as often, but it's still a presentable model. You can still display that if you wanted to. And what have we got? Oh, we've got a rim but no tire in there. But it's nice that it's actually got the crest there. But like always, we'll have no plan for this video. We'll just do a little pan through. I might not even talk about every single vehicle, but we will show it. But as you can see, there's some nice, well, I would say some oddball things, but things that I certainly haven't had for a while. Like the Grand Prix Racer set is nice. The Marks tank is also nice. But let's not forget the Dinky toys, actually. Nice to have that with the original inner packaging. The Bedford Pullmore car transporter with the ramp in the box there. That's pretty nice too. A couple of box Corgis here. Nice that the racing car's got the inner packaging. But the computer set is kind of cool. Met Toys Finest. I like that. And the cable car. I love the Tinplate cable car. That's something a little bit different. Anyway, Schuko Studio car is cute as well. So yeah, let's just go for a little pan through these and let's check them out. So we got a little Bentley here. Do you know what? It's nice that it's got the lights, albeit missing a little jewel on there. But yeah, we've got the spare wheel as well. I don't know, there's just something about this kind of models that I get excited about them. Like if you get you get that phone call, right? George, I've got loads of cars from my teenage years or when I was younger. I've been at the attic since like the early 70s or whatever. When you open a box full of just played with ones all on top of each other and you've got to hunt through them and check them out. Sometimes, I kid you not, right, after doing this, as long as what I do it can be more exciting just thinking, oh, what's in the bottom of that box versus buying a collection of mint box stuff. I don't know, do you feel that way? Let me know in the comments down below. But we've got the learner car here. It's the right-hand drive one as well. Of course, you've got that working steering feature on the roof. Not a bad little example. And I think most of these cars are going to be 10, 15, the odd 20 in there. And there might be one or two slightly more like the Batmobile and the Chitty Chitty Bang Bangs. But these are affordable models. Worldwide combined postage is available. Sorry, I had to get a plug in there. But the Monte Carlo Mini, quite nice. Always been a desirable model as well over the years. Really not against that. I always love like the little sump guards on these. It's got the dual lights. Got the spare wheels. Looks like a slight crack in the rear window there. But, you know, still a displayable model. I like that. Then we got the Beetle, the Polizia one. Yeah, I'm just a Volkswagen man, so I can't help but appreciate them. You know what I mean? Even with the little mud guards underneath there with the Volkswagen logos on them. What a charming model. We got the Ghia L64 with the Chrysler V8 in the gold color. Slightly less common. Common thing that happens, though. See the crack right there? It's because that dog literally sits right up against our window. So it takes the slightest of knocks, and before you know it, you've got a cracked screen. But as I said, beauty of buying these models and not a lot of money, well, I don't know. Would it be a bit of a criminal thing to do? On some of them, I would say yes. But like that, it's not going to be expensive. That's like the perfect base to restore it or maybe make it into a code-free model, something a little bit different. Hey, choice is yours. Once you've bought them, you can do what you want. But let me know what you have done. You know what I mean? But another nice Bentley here. It's got the mascot there as well. We've got dual lights. Sorry, let's just get you into focus. Do we have? Yes, we also have a spare wheel in the back. And we've got both dual lights. That's a really nice example. Now, when you put them side by side, you can see the slight color differences in them. But yeah, you can see how much of a better example that also is. The Benz we've already had a look at. Now we've got the Ford Thunderbird, the Bermuda Taxi. We are missing the orange plastic roof that goes on there. Or is it red? Red, orange? I don't know. Red, yellow, orange. How about all three colours? But yeah, nice little example. You can buy the roof. You know, people like Steve Flowers or other people on eBay do sell reproduction parts. At least it's got the figure in there though. The Renault fluoride, quite a nice little example. Again, played with. A little crack in the screen. We got the two go-karts. I haven't had them for a little while, but you know what? Nice little things. Of course, you've got the rubber tyres on the back, getting that little traction down. They do still work as well. I didn't want to go racing them off the end of the table, so I'm going to give them a little wind up. Oh, there we got another Ford Thunderbird here. Another nice example. Screen castings are all good there. Glazing, not castings even. But yeah, that's quite nice. I do like that. We got the Mercedes next to it in the chrome finish. The Corgi, well, model number 420, 410's Airborne Caravan. We've got two of these on the table. I always like these. Of course, the more regular one with the higher top roof. You can get these in the different colours as well. Can I open that rear door one-handed? Yes, I can. Just because I want to show you that little rear bench in there. I love the interior on these, on the little blinds. Of course, you can also find these blinds on like the little... Oh, the Fiat models have them as well, don't they? But let's keep rolling. The Grenoble Citroen. So, a Citroen Safari, that's like an ID19 kind of vibe, innit? But, you know, I was actually in a Citroen last week. I always say Citroen wrong as well. But it's just the way I pronounce it. And I couldn't believe, like, the hydraulic suspension in these. Buddy of mine was literally hitting curbs in it. And I mean, if it was in like a normal car or my car or whatever, you would be bouncing out of your seat. And you couldn't even feel it in one of these. So they are massively ahead of their time in more ways than one. And it blew my mind, if I'm honest. Then we got the ERF here. Nice little example. We got the spare wheel on the back as well. The 44G's also got the tow bar. Yeah, that's quite nice, isn't it? Then we got the Midland Red coach. This is nice condition, actually. I am a fan of that. Little Ford Console Classic. You got a little thing on the tyre there. But what I do like, many of you might not know this, you press the front down and then you can open the hood. Nice example. Do you know what? Lot 3 then by the looks of things, because we've got another one here. We've got the spare wheel. We're missing a light on that side. So you've got 3 to choose from. Yeah. Then we got a nice Dinky, actually. Oh, I've always loved these ambulances. Look at that. We've got no rear door on it, unfortunately. And we're also missing the siren from there. But it's not going to be a lot of money. That is really nice. Then we got the little store here. I like that, the home stores. Look at that. New laid eggs. Brilliant. Nice example. Then we got the 267 Batmobile. Let's get a little bit of dust off. And tell you what that is. Bubble wrap, look, for when they wrap them up. We'll have to wipe that off, but that will come off. Not a bad little example. We've got some nice windows in there. Blade actually works. And I know these suffer terribly with suspension. But as you can see, that's actually sitting okay. It's not dropped to one side. We're missing Robin, don't get me wrong, which is a bit of a shame. But all in all, that working rear flame as well. And you can hear that would still shoot the rockets if you put some in there. So, nice example. Chitty chitty bang bang. We've got 2 of them. Let's bring them both over. And let's have a little look, because I haven't even tested this myself yet. I can see all the original figures inside, which is quite nice. And also having the front and rear wings on them too. Will it work? Yes, it does indeed. So there's the first one. Second one. Oh, yes, it also does. So we've got fully functioning, fully original, chitty chitty bang bangs with dual lights. Yeah, they're very nice examples, actually. Of course, correct ones saying made in Great Britain, not the more recent China ones that a lot of people will try and be a bit naughty and sell it as the original. We've got the Corgi Karma here, the Country Police. I don't like to test these, so what I do is I price them as not working, not tested, because these little bulb terminals can be so fragile. It doesn't matter how well you pack them. Literally, you know, little judder around and it can stop it from working. So if it works when you get there, you've got that little extra surprise and, you know, you've had it at a bit of a cheaper price. But, you know, I do like a bit of feedback, because many of you do say, oh, Joe, it does work. And that pleases me, because, you know, it's that bonus for you, really, isn't it? Then we've got the little Ford Anglia here, the little Walls ice cream truck. Yeah, windows are all there, working. That's nice. I do like that. Nice example. We've got the bumpers as well. Again, not going to be a lot of money. I can't help it. I get so enthusiastic over loose played stuff because it's really where I started. That's a story for another day. But one of my very first huge collections, because don't get me wrong, I collected my whole life anyway, and I collected original, you know, loose. I always used to try and find the best box model that I could. But the one collection that got me started, and I will do a video of this sometime soon, but it was a collection of, I want to say, over 500 loose Corgi and Dinky spot-on Matchbox. And it was actually given to me, believe it or not, for helping someone clear out a house. And in there was like all this sort of stuff, nice spot-on models. And I kept what I kept. And don't forget, I already had a vast collection. I've collected my whole life. But I started putting stuff on eBay and it started selling. And they was like, right, I want to try and do this as a job. So this is why when I see models like this, it just takes me completely back to my roots. So yeah, sorry you had a little behind the scenes there, but we'll talk about that properly in an actual video of why I'm a vintage toy dealer. We've got another Benz here. We've actually got a spare wheel in the back. That's nice example. It's got the crest on there as well, the Studebaker. Then we've got the little milk truck here as well. I like the Carrier Bantam comma trucks. Nice. Bond Bug. I actually saw one of these, a real one, in a car graveyard a couple of weeks ago, and I couldn't believe it. But yeah, how cool is that? Very nice indeed. We've got the Marlin here. Actually has the tow bar. We've got the Buick too. Look at that little sticker someone stuck on the back. Also got the tow bar. And of course, this one has the working Translite headlamps that'll shine through there. We don't actually have enough light here at the minute to do that, but it does actually work. Yeah, nice. I always liked that model. Oh yeah, I'm doing the wrong one tonight. There we go. There we are. I'm man enough to admit when I made a small mistake. I just realised, no, that's for the back. But the Volkswagen Toblerone van. Really nice example. Again, working Translite. Yeah, I like that. That's not too bad at all. 59 Chevy Impala. If you watch the channel, you'll know that is one of my favourite all-time cars in real life, and I would love to have one. It's just those fins on the back. I can't help it. We got the Corgi Military Land Rover. Not as common model. We got a Pulmore Mercedes here, looking a little bit dusty. Working windscreen wipers. Benz badge has gone. Another 420 Thames Airborne Caravan. We've got a big Bedford mobile gas tanker. That's nice. All original. Always get excited about the commercials of this era. Then we've got the new market Bedford TK truck. Just sold a lovely mint box one of these. Don't have horses, but the model itself is in nice condition. Then we've got a Carrymore car transporter with a yellow cab. Slightly more desirable. Very nice. We've got the Mack truck here. Again, it's got the rear wheels on the back. These come off, so they always go missing. And we've got another Bedford Carrymore here, like the low loader. We've got two Ford tractors. Nice examples. Next to that, we've got the Lotus Climax F1 and the Cooper Maserati. As you can see, both mint box, complete with the original inner packaging and paperwork. The Ferrari, it's a little bit played with, if I'm honest. It's not going to be an expensive model. Then we've got the Carrier Bantam in the Lucozade, and of course the blue box. Well, these like 1958, that kind of era. Couple of paint chips, but it's quite nice overall. We've got another mobile shop here as well. Again, these will be factored in for conditions. These mint box can be like 150, 175, you know what I mean? This is going to be literally a fraction of the price. Then you've got the Chipperfield Circus animal cage. Nice, there's no cracks on the windows, but I don't think we've got any animals inside, unfortunately. I left it in the box. We'll have a little look at that in a minute. Loading ramp is in good condition, as is the actual Bedford behind it, as you can see. Really nice. Don't forget, there's loads of different variants of this you can get with a phone deck, 6 rivets, etc. And the dark blue, but it's all that color I have had over the years. Then this is quite nice as well, isn't it? The conveyor belt here is in good condition. Original in the packaging. Pretty nice indeed. These are going to be a nightmare to do one-handed now, aren't they? We might just look at the boxes. But that's quite nice. It is all in lovely condition. You'll have to take my word or go and check it out on the eBay store. Same as the Schuko set is really nice. These are pretty cool as well, aren't they? I need to clean this up a little bit, but certainly a little bit ahead of his time, isn't it? But yeah, to be fair, we've got the paperwork. Look at that. We've even got that inside it. All the cards here. I've done a little bit of a clean up. But the car itself, a little bit corroded in there, look, unfortunately. So that's probably not going to work. I don't know, it might clean up. I'm going to be selling this for spares or repairs. It's going to be pretty cheap. And you might get yourself a bargain if it does work. These are pretty nice as well. The Mark's tank. I always loved these as well. I remember buying one of these from Cameo auctions back in the day, talking like 15, 16 years ago. And that auction house did the dirty, basically. And that's a story for another video as well. But I always remember getting one of these in there. Look at that. Love that. So you can set it up, obviously, 2 parts of it. And you can actually make it work like you would be riding one yourself out in the Alps or something. But yeah, boys and girls, that was a little look around this collection. I hope you've enjoyed it. And as I said, I like to try and bring varied content to you. So there we go. Thank you, boys and girls. I really, really appreciate you watching another video. What did you think of the collection? I know it's not the usual mint box stuff. However, as I've already said in this video, there's just something charming about good, loose quality played with models. And good, loose quality always sells, if I'm honest. By the time this video drops, they're more than likely all going to be on the eBay store, if not a majority of them, with the rest of them coming in the next day or two. I hope you're enjoying this weather as well. The point of filming is just like 32 or 33 degrees. And I am feeling it a little bit, I'll be honest, with my ginger skin. That's why I got a white t-shirt on. I'm hiding my sunburn. Not that you need to know that. But yeah, I appreciate, you know, just all the support always. And as I've already said, I'm getting very excited for Toy Fair season. It's going to be so nice to catch up with so many of you. Don't forget, every Sandown Park Toy Fair, every NEC Toy Fair, every Shepton Mallet Toy Fair. And I might even do 1 or 2 more this year as well. We'll see. Because I'm still missing Doncaster. However, Doncaster is, yeah, well, it's a long day, shall we say. But I don't know. It'd be great to catch up with everyone. But until next time, boys and girls, thank you very much for watching. I shall see you in another video very, very soon. Push. Happy collecting.